one sliver of sunshine. I don't know if that got in his eyes. 3rd and 10. Garoppolo going end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Kittle. And they're out now of timeouts with 1:21 to go in the half. Thanks, Tom. Here's Mahomes coming near side of Kelce, who turns it upfield. Mahomes stays in bounds, though, or Kelce stays in bounds, and the clock will run.
At his first rushing touchdown. Last time the Jags had the football, Lawrence to throw, and open across midfield inside the 40 is Evan Ingram. The former Giant, who's just kind of had a so-so year here, signed in Jacksonville.
Left Brown open. Now 2 running backs are receivers on a 1st and 10. They go underneath, and this is caught by Njoku. You talked about him moments ago. Carries a defender on his back, Chuck Clark, inside the 20.
180. 3rd and 6. 4-man rush. Tannehill in trouble, trying to escape, throws on the run, and it's held on to Hooper. Houdini with the catch.
Mostert in motion, blocks, 2 and throws to Gesicki. Mike Gesicki, the tight end, upended at the 15. It's a gain of 18, and the Dolphins are getting big chunks on this opening drive.
Yeah, they're not quite there yet. We know. I think Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes are building. He did get the throw at first. First touchdown.
There it is, the touchdown pass to Hendershot.
That's his first one of the year, Dak, right?
That is. Turns out it's going to be 3rd and about half a yard.
Mahomes going to throw it wide out. Kelce's wide open. Room to run. Travis Kelce hurdling people at inside the 40. A lot of room for Kelce there, and a big run after the catch. He's got 28.
You don't think these guys are invested in this deal or what?
Herbert. Oh, wow. And a good adjustment by Gerald Everett, the tight end, down at the 35-yard line. A pickup of 19.
Tannehill to the air, over the middle. He's got Hooper, and he held on. Wow, Austin Hooper, his 2nd catch on this drive after he had 6 catches all season. A 23-yard gain.
Best starting field position for the Bucs. 34-yard line. Brady fires, caught, and taken all the way down to the 30-yard line by the tight end, Cade Otton, for a 36-yard.
Lady was on.
Walker fires, caught, touchdown, Tommy Tremble.
49ers are getting a little bit more healthy today, though, and they've got a 6-point lead in this 2nd quarter as Mahomes has blocked up well. Looking, has Kelce again. Penalty flies. Kelce spins around to the 40. Now let's see what the flags are. Garoppolo over the middle. Kittle's wide open into Chiefs territory and down to the 45.
Let's go after the quarterback. That's Crosby and Jones.
3rd and 3. Mills got rid of it, hits his man down the sideline. Jordan Akins, and Akins, huge gain before he's finally tripped up and brought down.
The Cardinals, but he's connected well with Lawrence. Fake to ETN. They set up a little screen, and here you go. It's Dan Arnold on a tight end screen all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Just dove in front of him and was able to bring it in.
2nd down 3, and he's right on the money. And again, the stiff arm by Njoku. He goes right into Clark and then brought down with help from Bynes.
These last 3 weeks.
5 defensive backs, 2nd down 6. Stanley the block, and downfield they go. Isaiah Likely. He's the tight end working his way to the 17. Tackled by Deion Jones.
Rippon tosses, complete. Catch made by Dulcich.
Won't take long. He can get 3 or 4 in one game. He has shown that in his career.
On 3rd down, lobbing the pass. It is complete. On the sideline, the catch is made by Jordan Akins, the 1st down. from the 21. Carr slips through a couple defenders, completes right over the middle. Inside the 5-yard line goes Morrow.
Parkinson in motion, and it's Parkinson wide open down the sideline, and Parkinson can run, loping to the 35 before knocked out of bounds.
So regular, run-of-the-mill. Then he smiled, cracked his gum, and said, nah, one of the things that made Mark so special, he goes, I have to say, his family.
Who was on the field before the game with Pete. Look at Gerald Everett. Oh. What a spark at the end of the quarter for the Los Angeles Chargers.
On the fake, pressure again. Kittle's wide open, turns it upfield, and a first down to the 30. And that gets the crowd back into it. 4-man rush. Mahomes hit as he throws. Kelce, doesn't matter, goes up and gets it. Travis Kelce just out-leaping people, and he hauls it in for an 18-yard gain.
At least be thinking about trying to convert this himself.
4th down, Pickett, gotta have it. The throw is caught in the middle of the field by Freiermuth at the 46-yard line. Hands the ball to the official. 55 to go.